Tuesday, sponsored by Blue Layer Innovative Technology Solutions.
A closer look tonight at just how vulnerable our infrastructure is to hackers. The recent Colonial Pipeline shutdown is already being called the most disruptive cyber attack on record.
But they're also happening in cities big and small, and more breaches may be in our future. Our Pierre Thomas has more on this.
As if the pandemic were not enough last November for children in Baltimore County schools, there was another menace.
We cannot confirm that we were the victim of a ransomware cyber attack.
A hack by criminals demanding a ransom shutting down virtual learning for more than 100,000 students. Incidents like this demonstrating the rising threat of so-called ransomware attacks.
Ransomware and multifaceted extortion is the #1 cybersecurity threat out there. We're going to continue to see more and more of it, and it's going to start to impact our way of life more and more.
Millions of Americans unable to buy gas this week in a number of states throughout the Southeast after a group operating in Russia known as DarkSide forced Colonial Pipeline to shut down, under pressure of a $1 million ransom allegedly paid to reopen a pipeline responsible for 45% of the East Coast fuel.
We need to harden our infrastructure and make it more resilient against all threats, natural and man-made.
Ransomware attacks spiking, according to Homeland Security, up nearly 300% in the past year alone, and hackers have been getting paid. Roughly $350 million in extortion money last year, with companies and American consumers paying up. Hackers from around the world ever more skillful, with private companies inconsistent in their security measures and their training of employees.
Malicious cyber actors today are dedicating time and resources towards researching, stealing, and exploiting vulnerabilities.
And the cybersecurity firm CrowdStrike says it tracks more than 5 trillion incidents per week.
The only thing we can do is to invest in security, invest in people, invest in technology, and to elevate the security posture of every organization across the country.
President Biden admitting this week that there are limitations on what the federal government can do to push private companies to improve cybersecurity.
I cannot dictate that the private companies do certain things relative to cybersecurity, but I think it's becoming clear to everyone that we have to do more than being done now.
The president did sign an executive order which would require companies doing business with the U.S. government to promptly report incursions. And the Justice Department plans to target the infrastructure of hackers and to block them from getting access to their extorted money. Pierre Thomas, ABC News, Washington.
All right, and speaking of high tech.